video we are discussing angles in polygons. A polygon is a plane shape with straight sides. And polygons, poly means many straight sides. So examples of polygons, we have triangles, tri meaning three, so it has three straight sides. Quadrilaterals, quad meaning four, it has four straight sides, like squares, rhombus, rectangle, etc. And other irregular four-sided figures too, like the one we can see in the diagram here. We have pentagon, five-sided polygon. We have heptagon, hexagon, 6, heptagon, 7, octagon, 8, nonagon, 9, decagon, 10, and so on. Now, for polygons, we have that the sum of angles in an n-sided polygon, n meaning the number of sides it wants to have, is equal to n minus 2 times 180. And we know that the sum of angles in a triangle is equal to 180 degrees, right? So let us use that to test out this formula for sum of angles in an n-sided polygon. So n for a triangle is equal to 3 because it has 3 sides. 3 minus 2 is equal to 1. 1 times 180 is 180. So we can see it is true for it. Therefore, for a four-sided polygon, n is equal to 4. 4 minus 2 is equal to 2. And 2 times 180 is equal to 360. So the sum of angles in a quadrilateral is equal to 360. And we can test that out using a square. We know that square has 4 corners and each corner is made up of 90 degrees. So 4 times 90 is equal to 360. So we can see that this formula holds true for every polygon. Since it holds true for the two that we have tested out, you can see it holds true for every polygon that we have. Okay, so now let's learn how to use the knowledge of what we know to solve angles in polygons. We have this very first example. We've been asked to find x and the other two angles of the quadrilateral. So we are to find x and this angle of this quadrilateral, this four-sided figure. You can see side 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so how do we go about that? What we are going to do is, we know that sum of angles in a quadrilateral is 360, right? We've just done that calculation. Or let's just make the statement. Let's just start with that statement. Sum of angles in a quadrilateral equal to 360 degrees. Okay, we have that. To get this as an equation, so this angle plus this angle, all of them added together is going to give us 360. Now, to get the angle that will be here is 180 degrees minus 360. So let's state that this fourth angle is equal to 180 minus x. And the reason why we gave this is that they are angles on a straight line. So that is the reason for writing this equation. Okay, so now we are going to add up all these, equate it to 360 degrees, and then find the angle x. Never forget to write the reasons for every equation when you're solving angles. We have that 97 degrees, so let's start with this, we go clockwise. 97 degrees plus this angle is 180 minus x plus 35 degrees plus this 2x is equal to 360 degrees. Now we are going to be collecting like terms. We collect all the numbers, 97 plus 180 plus 35. We are going to collect all that together, and we are going to have that it is equal to 312 plus minus x plus 2x is just x. That's like saying 2 minus 1x equal to 360 degrees. We are going to send this 312 over to this side. We have that x is equal to 360 minus 312. And we have that x is equal to 48 degrees. So we have found x. Now for the other two angles, we already started with stating that the fourth angle. So let's start with that fourth angle. So we have that fourth angle now. Therefore, fourth angle is equal to 180 minus x, which is 48 degrees. 180 minus 48 degrees is equal to 132 degrees. So we have found the fourth angle. Now remaining this angle here, 2x. So angle 2x is equal to 2 times 48 degrees. 2 times 48 degrees is 96 degrees. We can see how easy it is to solve something that started looking complex like this with certain basic knowledge. Next, we have this figure, and we've been asked to find the sizes of all the angles in this quadrilateral. Now, let's just go alphabetical order. Let's start with angle A. So, looking at this, we can see a straight line is holding angle A at 94 degrees. And please don't mind the drawing, it's not drawn to scale. So, this actually looks like angle 90, but we have to work with what we can see on the diagram, not what we think it should be. We have that angle A plus 94 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. And why did we say so? Why we say so is that the reason is angles on a straight line. On a straight line. Okay. We have that A is equal to 180 minus 94 degrees. Therefore, angle A is equal to 86 degrees. We found A. Now, let's go over to B. We can also see that B is also a straight line, right? So we say angle B plus 121 is equal to 180 degrees. And we have that the reason is angles on a straight line. Okay, therefore B is equal to 180 degrees minus 121 degrees. And we have that angle B is equal to 59 degrees. We found B. Now, next up is angle C. So we can see we found B to be 59, we found A to be 86. The remaining angle in this quadrilateral is angle C. And we know what to do about that. We have that angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus 152. This angle is equal to 360 degrees. And the reason for saying that all this is equal to 360 degrees is sum of angles in a quadrilateral. Sum of angles in a quadrilateral. Okay. Now, we are going to collect like terms. That substitutes the values of A, B, C. We have A plus B is equal to 59 plus, so A is 86. 86 plus 59 plus C plus 152 is equal to 360. When we collect like terms on this side and send the other over to this side, we have 360 minus 152 minus 59 minus 86 are all equal to 63 degrees. So angle C is equal to 63 degrees. We found all the angles of the quadrilateral. You can see it goes easy. Now let's solve another one. Now we have this. Find the value of x and all the unknown angles of this hexagon. Hexagon, six-sided figure. We can see side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we'll start by forming this six-sided figure. Therefore, n is equal to 6. Number of sides is equal to 6. Let's even find what's the sum of angles in a hexagon, because we are going to equate all these to that value. Now, we have that sum of angles in this quadrilateral is equal to n minus 2 times 180. So we substitute 6 into that. We have 6 minus 2 times 180. 6 minus 2 is 4. This gives us 4 times 180 degrees. We have that it is equal to 720 degrees. So sum of angles in a hexagon is 720 degrees. Okay, having found that, let's equate the sum of angles to this. Let's start from x. Let's go anti-clockwise this way. Okay, let's collect all the unknowns. So we have x plus 2x plus 3x. Okay, now we can now add the known numbers. Plus 142 plus 117 plus 131 are all equal to 720. And let's write our reason. There should always be a reason. Sum of angles in a hexagon. In a hexagon. Okay, now let's collect like terms. We have x plus 2x plus 3x are all equal to 6x. And we have all these numbers, 142 plus 117 plus 131, all sum up to give us 390, equal to 720 degrees. Okay, 6x is equal to 720 minus 390. Therefore, 6x is equal to 330. We divide both sides by 6, and we have that x is equal to 55 degrees. X is equal to 55 degrees. So we have found the value of x. Now it is for us to find the value of 2x, 3x, and so. Okay, so we have that 2x is equal to 2 times 55 is 110 degrees. And then we have 3x. 3 times 55 is equal to 165 degrees. You can see how easy it is to solve polygons. Now let's go over to word problems. Sometimes this comes as word problems. And don't panic, they are all easy too. Okay, we have this question. The sum of 7 angles of a nonagon is 1000 degrees. The other 2 angles are equal to each other. Calculate the sizes of the other 2 angles. Now, 7 angles in a nonagon. Nonagon, that's 9-sided figure. So 7 angles. Sum of 7 angles is 1000 degrees. Then the other 2 are equal to each other. So the remaining 2 are equal to each other. Now let's say the size of, size of the angles, size of each angle, that is one of the angles, equal to x, for example. So we have that the other 7 gave us 1000 plus 2x. You understand, right? So 2 of them are equal, so they're equal to a value we called x. So that's 1000, those 7 plus the 2x is equal to. Now we don't know how the sum of angles in a nonagon. Now let's do that on the side. We have that sum of angles in a nonagon. Nonagon, that means n is equal to 9, and therefore 9 minus 2 times 180. We should have solved this at first. 9 minus 2, that is 7 times 180 degrees is equal to 1260. Okay, now let's get back to this. So 1000 plus 2x equal to 1260. We have that the degrees. We have that the reason is because of sum of angles in a nonagon. Always give your reasons, even if it's word problem. Don't forget that. Okay, we have that 2x is equal to 1260 minus 8000. Oh, and we know 2x is equal to 260. We divide both sides by 2. We have that x is equal to 130 degrees. So the sizes of the other two angles is 130 degrees each. You can see how simple that is. Now, one more before we go. The sum of angles of a polygon is 22 right angles. How many sides does the polygon have? You could pause the video, think about it, and come up with a solution. Then you come back, let's solve together. Okay, the sum of angles in a polygon is 22 right angles. A right angle is equal to right angle. A right angle is equal to 90 degrees. Never forget that. Did you? Okay, you didn't. That's good. 90 degrees. Okay, so the sum of angles in this polygon is 22 right angles. That means sum of angles in the polygon is equal to 22 times 90 degrees, 22 right angles. 22 times 90 degrees is 1980 degrees. Okay. So, let's now get back to the formula of finding the sum of angles in a polygon. Sum of angles in a polygon is equal to n minus 2 times 180 degrees, number of sides. So for this particular polygon, we have that the sum of its angles is 1980 degrees is equal to n number of sides, you don't know that, minus 2 times 180. Now we are going to divide both sides by 180. And when we do that, we are going to find that it's equal to 11. 11 is equal to n minus 2. Okay, we can see we are coming to a solution right now. We have that we have to send minus 2 over. So 11 minus 2 becomes plus 2 on this other side of the equation. We have that is 13. You can see that. Therefore, n is equal to 13 sides. Number of sides for this polygon is 13 sides. So you see how easy it is, and I hope you got it.